My name is Jim Jacobs. I'm in our production facility here down below the press box, and joining me up top as normal each and every Friday night is the coach. The champ is here, Coach Eddie Bullock, and filling in tonight on play-by-play, a good old friend from the radio days, Coach, well, not Coach, but, well, we used to call him the Turtle. So, in other words, he wouldn't make it on the field, but Alan Third joins us tonight. Good evening, guys.
Good evening, producer.
The champ is here.
I'm telling you, Eddie, there's no way Al would make it on your team.
No, that's for sure.
He run a 10 flat 40, huh?
No, he'd run a 10 flat like one to the water fountain. Hey, Eddie, I used to go to lunch and come back, and Al was still going down the hall.
Okay.
Now. Not quite that bad.
No, not quite that bad. Well, guys, you know, I think it's a great thing that we're here talking about high school football and kind of trying to get things back to normal as we come to the what seems to be the end of this pandemic around the area. You know, we didn't get spring football last year, Coach, but you know, what's it mean to get it this year? I mean, you've done this so many times. What's it mean to actually get your kids in the spring in May, and what do you learn?
Well, that's great. You get an opportunity to look at the new kids that come out, and you know, you just get to see the potential that you have, and the best thing is once they get on a live game, you know, because they, you know, in the spring you only have them for maybe 9 days, and then you have to play, and you know, you want to kind of get an idea of what what you need to work on during the summer. Of course, you're going to lift weights and all that, but you know, scheme-wise, play-wise, and you get to kind of match what you do with your personnel, and then get ready for the fall. So you know, it's a fun time. You know, I just look forward to it. I couldn't wait.
You know, Eddie, you got two coaches here that probably have completely different agendas. Coach Zedeker's kids, you know, they bit that bullet that we talk about so many times, how hard it is to go from 4A to 5A. We've always said that we think it's the toughest jump in football. Well, they had to do it last year, coming off a 9-3 season, a 2-week run into the playoffs, down to 2-8, and the only two teams they beat in 5A last year were winless. Lincoln had a lot of injuries last year.
Absolutely.
But you know, you still got to get ready to play. What do you tell your kids?
Well, you just got to put that season behind you. You know, basically, that's one of those seasons where I tell them I break the CD. I tear it up, and, you know, we start off new because, like you said, that 4A to 5A jump is a tremendous jump, and I had to go through it one time in Anniston. I had to get up there with the Mortimer Jordans and teams like that, and it's just tough. And it's tough coming from 4A to 5A. It is tough, and you know. But like you said, you know, you got to play. You got to play. You can't change it, so you got to play.
That's right. And of course, Al, on the other side of the fence, it's a completely different kind of thing for Etowah. You got the Blue Devils that made it all the way to the 4A North semifinals last year. But graduation just basically gut-ripped this team with 7 starters that all made All-State graduating off this squad, including standout stars like Trent Davis out of the backfield, Nana Davis, and several others.
Well, and the thing about that, though, Jim, is you know, you coming with your head in the clouds. So, you know, that's a good thing. You know, even if you hadn't played yet, you still feel like you can win. And you know, most coaches coming off a situation like that is usually going to ride that last season, even though you lost a game, you know, in the semis. You're still going to ride that. You know, you pick out the positives and you ride that wave.
Yeah, you know, Eddie, and that's a game that of course, we got to do last year, and I think we all left Etowah thinking, hey, you know, the Blue Devils could have won that game if just a few more things had gone their way. It was a very exciting football game.
You're absolutely right. A few mistakes. You know, we had done a couple of their games last year, and we saw them where they, you know, they looked unstoppable, and then we seen them on a couple of occasions where they would make mistakes and kind of shoot themselves in the foot. And I think that's a little bit of what they did against Gordo last year, and they just kind of, you know, you can't make those kind of mistakes that deep in the playoffs, and they kind of cost them, you know. But we did feel like Etowah actually was a better team.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I really feel like that, they moved the ball up and down the field. Etowah kind of in that last game was a good bit of what we saw earlier at the Southside game at the end of the regular season. They just kept doing the little things that just kind of, got them out of kilter and took their opportunities away from them.
Well, old coach said 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, and that's what they kept doing. They would move the football, and then a penalty here would put them in a bad situation. As we said, as coaches, put them behind the chains, and, they would have to punt the football. And it's just hard to play like that. It's hard to, almost get it right. And that, hats off to Gordo. Gordo did an excellent job because they didn't make those mistakes. I think Etowah may have been the better team, but Gordo was the more disciplined team, and discipline carries you a long way.
Yeah, I think the big difference for Gordo in that game last year was the seasoned quarterback that they had. I mean, he just willed his team to that victory.
Right, they had a high school version of Aaron Rodgers. he could throw it in and came, and the uniforms. Hey, they had the Packers uniforms.
Oh, absolutely.
So he. He could throw that football any kind of way. And I hadn't seen him play. I'd heard about him, but, when I saw him last year against Etowah, everything they said about him was the truth.
Yeah, and I think he's a D1 prospect, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. You can see there on the screen, Coach Locke from Etowah, Eddie, he's got some numbers.
Absolutely. And Etowah usually have numbers like that. That's one thing that, most 5A schools had. And that was one of the disadvantages they had on me when I moved up to 5A was just we was going into games with maybe 40 players, and, the teams we were playing were at least 70, maybe 70 plus, And it's just tough when they're running that many numbers at you.
Yeah, for sure. Now, let me ask you, Coach. There's obviously nothing you can do when you lose a Trent Davis and a Nana Davis, and how do you go about filling those slots?
Well, basically, you got, I always speak about player development. When I had players of that caliber, like when I had Pope and Denzel Washington, Denzel Roberts, guys like that played for me. What I did was when we were in games that I knew we could win and games that, I knew it was just a matter of time, I would play younger players. I would get them live game reps, meaningful reps, not just put them in scrub time. And because those are the guys you want to develop, and of course in the tougher games, when we played the Anianas and people like that, I was going to play my better players because we needed those games to win the region. But I'm pretty sure Etowah got some guys, some younger guys that were behind them, and they wasn't as good as those guys. But, they got some guys in training, that they trying to develop. And that's normally what you do. You bring those guys up, and a lot of times people be shocked because, they be wondering, well, where did this kid come from, this kid? Well, when you playing behind a Nana Davis, hey, you got to sit and wait.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah, it's real interesting to be able to have the luxury to be able to sub those guys, put the younger players in to get that time because it is invaluable.
Well, and to add to it, and again, when I had Tremaine Pope, normally by the first half I would make him take his shoulder pads off because he would have already scored 4 or 5 touchdowns and we would be up. So, he may have had 7 or 10 carries where that younger back that was behind him was actually going to get more carries than him and live carries, which was helping to develop that back. So I'm pretty sure that was the same situation with Etowah.
Well, the one thing that's taken place over the winter, if you will, is changes in coaches. Some of them anticipated, Eddie, and some of them not. Why don't we talk about that when we come back?
All right.
We'll be right back for our spring football, Lincoln and Etowah, straight ahead here on the Friday Night Network. Stay with us.
Blue Mountain Pallet and Wood Recycling is a locally owned business and has been serving Northeast Alabama since 1997. We provide a variety of wood products at reasonable prices. We support our churches, schools, and law enforcement. Ronald Reagan once said, entrepreneurs and their small enterprises are responsible for almost all the economic growth in the United States. Blue Mountain Pallet, 3614 Old Birmingham Highway. Come see us.
Step into the offices of J. Britt Middlebrook CPA, where you'll find professional one-on-one service for business and individual clients. In this ever-changing tax and economic climate, you can count on receiving the expert advice you need. J. Britt Middlebrook works hard to provide every client what they need to meet all deadlines. Tax season will be here soon. For all your accounting service needs, call or stop by at 1913 Berry Street in Oxford. That's J. Britt Middlebrook, CPA.
Gotta have a ring first. Remember, she has to say yes to the ring before she says yes to the dress. Riverside just makes it better.
At iCare Alabama, our goal is to meet the needs of every patient. Dr. Dwayne Mohan and Dr. Ryan Price always strive for excellent outcomes. We want each patient to get the best vision and medical care possible. At iCare Alabama, we utilize all the latest technological advances to ensure that you receive the best quality eye care. So call for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Piedmont, Heflin, Roanoke, or Etowah and see the difference. Most insurance is accepted. iCare Alabama. Efficient, effective eye care close to home. And welcome back to our spring football game here on FNN to begin our 11th season. Jim Jacobs along with the coach, Eddie Bullock, and Al Third up in the press box here at Keith Howard Memorial Stadium. Eddie, how well did you know Keith?
Keith Etheridge?
No, Keith Howard here.
Oh yes, I know Coach Howard. Yeah, we were very close. You know, I was a defensive coordinator when he was here, played against him, and he knew me from actually when I first started coaching basketball. I was coaching the boys, and we used to talk a lot. But yeah, we were pretty good friends.
Well, of course, you know the stadium here named after
Right.
Coach Howard after he passed away after a heart attack at a
Right.
game. It was on the road, wasn't it, Eddie?
Right. Yeah, it was a big shock because we were actually playing that night too when I got the phone call, and you know I was just trying to figure out what happened because I want to say probably about a week before that I had actually talked with him.
Yeah, I saw him the week before as well because he had a player that we had on our poster that year with the radio station, and we did the picture there at Lamar Field in Oxford, and he came up, and I saw him, and then that Friday it was like, geez, and it was early in the season if I remember correctly.
Right, and I think prior to that he had been because I'm just speaking personally, he had been having issues. You know, he said he would come out to the field and he wasn't feeling well. You know, like he knew something was wrong, but he just didn't know what. You know.
Right. Well, there's another Keith that is no longer in our area that we probably need to spend some time talking about first, and I guess that's the shocker of the summer, Eddie, is Coach Keith Etheridge exits Oxford for 7A Auburn, and there's another new head man after a state championship and another successful season, 2 years, and Etheridge is out of here.
Absolutely, and hey, I can say this now. I mean, Oxford lost a good one because everywhere Coach has been, he tends to find a way to win, and he got that championship pedigree, so. They lost a good one, but, they got a good one coming in as well.
Yeah, Coach Sam Adams has taken over the program, and we understand that Coach Adams was kind of the runner-up to Etheridge when they did that search a couple of years ago after Coach Herring exited. But also Oxford lost their offensive coordinator in Will Wagner. He went to Auburn with Keith Etheridge. So you're going to see a new look Jackets come August, Coach.
Right, and Coach Wagner, he's another one. I had the opportunity of coaching against him at Montford, and great mind, great football mind. He knows that spread offense inside out, and that's the key. He has a great feel for it. So, that was a big hole in Oxford. But I'm sure Coach Adams got a game plan together, and he's gonna kind of fill him out maybe this spring to see, what he needs to do to get it back on track.
One thing that you can kind of figure on, Eddie, is he's got talent. I mean, he's going to have a lot to work with. He'll be playing chess instead of checkers.
Absolutely, and the biggest thing when you get a coaching change like that is making sure that you assure the guys that are there that they're going to be taken care of and they're going to be well. That's always a big concern as to whether or not and not necessarily recruiting, but that you're going to lose some players because they may have gotten attached to Coach Etheridge, and that happens some. But I heard he was kind of a no-nonsense coach. He very structured, and you just have to get used to it.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean the other thing too, Eddie, is Coach Etheridge is such a player's coach. I mean, the kids absolutely loved him. And I don't care how good a coach you are, that's a tall glass of water to drink from.
It is, and I was about to say, Coach Etheridge is more like a Pete Carroll type coach. He's a player's coach, and from what I understand about Coach Adams, I don't know it personally, but I heard he's more of a kind of a Bill Belichick type. He's no nonsense. He wants you to do your job, and I respect both of them, because I always tried to be a little bit in between, because you gotta be a disciplined football team in order to win. But your players also gotta have fun. So you gotta find that fine line between, and it just to each his own. I think Coach Etheridge did a good job at what he did, because he, like you said, he was great with his players. His players loved him.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's no question about that. And Al. You and Eddie and myself, we've all been around this area for many, many years, and the one thing that Coach Adams won't have is a lot of grass to cut. I mean, they expect to win in Oxford, and there's not a whole lot of grace period.
Absolutely. I mean, they don't care about what happened in the past. They want what can you do for me now, and that's basically it. And you can understand it, with the tools and the talent level that they have, that's to be expected, and I can live with that.
Yeah, it's important as a coach to know what kind of atmosphere you're in. And Oxford is one of those schools where they expect you to win, and they've had some big winners in the past, and certainly that's going to be expected of Coach Adams too. But he's got a big talent pool to draw from, so I don't think it's going to be a big problem for him to come out and just show them a little bit of a new look, but gonna have the same results, I believe.
Right, and you have to give them time. Like anytime you get a new coach in, as they say, you have to do it quick, fast, and in a hurry. But technically, you have to give a coach at least 2 to 3 years. I would more or less say 3 years to get his system implemented. The second year, they're used to it, and you start rolling. By the third year, if you're going to do any damage, you're going to do it. But, the quicker the better.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know, Coach. You sound like a coach talking. I'm not sure you get 3 years at Oxford.
You're right. Now, hey, there are several programs, at the Hoovers and places like that, they're not going to give you that. But, technically, because the first year it's hard to give them a spring and one summer for a team to get adapted to his system, So that's why I say a minimum of 2. But to really see what that coach going to do by year 3, if they're going to have a successful program, you're going to see it.
One of the things I think that really it's kind of a kiss and a curse at the same time, Eddie. They play in such a weak region right now that, quite honestly, I think I could coach them to a region title, and I ain't got a clue about what I'd be doing. But, because, they've got so much talent. I mean, look at the Southside game we did last year. I mean, that thing was over at midway the first quarter.
You're absolutely right. And that is, like you said, it's a kiss and a curse, But, right now you're kissing it because with that weak region, people are not going to talk that much. As long as you're getting those W's on Friday, they're not going to talk that much. But, the playoffs, when you start getting in the playoffs, they want to see how far you're going to advance or what you're going to do there. And normally, Oxford is one of those schools where, first round exits is not going to be good. They might give you a pass the first year, but after that, they expect to go, at least 3 rounds.
Well, let's move on over and talk about the other major coaching change in the Calhoun County area, and that, of course, is at Weaver, where Coach Taylor exited after 2 seasons, and he's here now as an assistant with Coach Zedeker at Lincoln. But Coach Gary actually was a popular hire for that job, Coach.
Well, he was a kind of guy that had been there a while. He had done well in basketball and been a assistant, and he kind of felt it was his time. And one good thing about it, if you got the kids and the people around their back, and that's one of the biggest hurdles you have to get over. And I actually got a chance to work with Coach Ashley when he was working at Anderson. I worked with him up there, and he's a great guy, good guy, and it's his first time, being a head coach, so it's going to be interesting to see what he brings to the table.
Well, we're about 6 minutes away from getting this one underway here at Keith Howard Memorial Stadium. The Lincoln Golden Bears hosting the Etowah Blue Devils. And we are going to take a quick break, and we will be back with more straight ahead here on the Friday Night Network. I hope you'll stay with us on this Friday evening. At iCare Alabama, our goal is to meet the needs of every patient. Dr. Dwayne Mohan and Dr. Ryan Price always strive for excellent outcomes. We want each patient to get the best vision and medical care possible. At iCare Alabama, we utilize all the latest technological advances to ensure that you receive the best quality eye care. So call for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Piedmont, Heflin, Roanoke, or Etowah and see the difference. Most insurance is accepted. iCare Alabama. Efficient, effective eye care close to home. At iCare Alabama, our goal is to meet the needs of every patient. Dr. Dwayne Mohan and Dr. Ryan Price always strive for excellent outcomes. We want each patient to get the best vision and medical care possible. At iCare Alabama, we utilize all the latest technological advances to ensure that you receive the best quality eye care. So call for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Piedmont, Heflin, Roanoke, or Etowah and see the difference. Most insurance is accepted. iCare Alabama. Efficient, effective eye care close to home.
In Alabama, school spirit is in the air on Friday nights. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're giving our customers the opportunity to show their school spirit every day with our new Spirit debit card. We've designed a unique card for every Calhoun County school that includes the school's logo. So every time you use the card, you're showing your school spirit. Come in and get your school spirit debit card today. We've got spirit at FNN Bank. Service, solutions, and strength. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And welcome back to Lincoln High School as we get set for high school football here on the Friday Night Network, as Lincoln will be hosting Etowah in our spring game of the week. Let's get you up to the booth, and the guys that will bring you the action tonight, Alan Third and the coach, Eddie Bullock. Al, take it away.
Thanks, producer, and we hope everybody is having a great Friday night. It's a fantastic night for some high school football. Why not? And we've got 2 great teams here tonight in Lincoln and Etowah, and Coach Bullock just looking forward to seeing some football.
Absolutely. I mean, great weather, kind of cool for this time, but, I mean, great football weather.
Without any doubt, it is fantastic weather. You really couldn't ask for better. The Lincoln Golden Bears still doing some warm-up on the field as we get close to game time. Spring football just a little bit different than you have in a normal or regular season. A few restrictions, really no kicking game, no returns, and the ball will be on the 30-yard line a lot tonight after scores and obviously to begin the game. So how different is that as a coach? How different is it to get prepared for a game where, quite frankly, at least a third of your game isn't going to be played?
Well, in actuality, it's really not that difficult, because basically what you want to do is you want to get a general picture of what your offense and your defense is going to look like. And normally you have to work on kicking game. Kicking game takes a lot of time. You know, it's as precise, takes as much precision as running the offense. You know, defense, I tell a lot of guys, is basically hustling, technique and discipline, but the kicking game and the offense, it requires a little bit more precision, and normally your defense is ahead of your offense and your offense is usually ahead of your kicking game.
The kicking game, and I'd like to talk more about that, but the kicking game seems to kind of go unnoticed in a lot of high schools. Of course, you may not have the talent that you need to get the kicking game going. A lot of schools these days really don't go for extra points. They just go for two. And that's part of the game that I personally would like to see stepped up.
Well, and one of the things, especially on live kickoffs, you know, it tends to be that's where most of your injuries occur, you know, running down that field wide open. So actually, you know, it was being discussed, you know, whether or not they actually take the kicking game out.
And the national anthem here as we get set for high school football. And how refreshing is that? I love the national anthem before the games, and I hope that is something that continues. It never stops. The Etowah Blue Devils are poised on the far side to take their spot on the sideline. The Lincoln Golden Bears are huddled up, and we're getting ready to get this game underway. Of course, as we said, no kicking game. The ball will be placed at the 30-yard line, and we will just start from there as we do spring football here on FNN. We want to thank one of our sponsors for tonight's game. Is one of the sponsors, Midway Auto Parts on Highway 78 in Lincoln, for all your auto parts needs, big or small, plus batteries, tools, and so much more, including hometown-friendly, knowledgeable service. Stop in to see Stephen and the gang at Midway Auto Parts today, proudly supporting the Golden Bears. And the teams finally make their way to the sideline.
Well, you have to change your pregame routine a little bit. You got them normally you put them on there and you run out there and get started, but in spring football, you just huddle up your defense or your offense and you get them ready to go. Hey, you tell them go out there and, you know, you'll see them get excited.
Well, no doubt about that. They're ready to hit somebody else aside from hitting each other. I know it's only been what you said about 9 days that they get to spend in practice, but I know they're ready to take on somebody else.
Right, they give you a 3-week period to get 9 days in a game, which is 10. So, you know, in case you have some rain or anything like that, you can kind of stagger your days. So, you know, the state does a great job at allowing you enough time to, you know, to work with the guys and to get them together.
And we're just about ready to take the first snap of the night. And the Lincoln Golden Bears on offense. There's a snap to give to the tailback. Tries to get the corner on the far side. Not a lot of room there for Jalen George.
We got a little outside zone right there. You know, the quarterback just started out, and, you know, that's the old version of student body left.
Quarterback for the Golden Bears, Jack Porch. Porch wants to throw. Got a man, and it's complete at about the 42-yard line. He falls forward to about the 45. They'll mark him at the 44. A nice pinch and catch.
You got a little combo route on the right side. You got a little wheel route on the outside and a little curl back to the inside, and make the cornerback make a decision. You know, normally a good route against cover 3 coverage.
1st and 10 for the Golden Bears at their own 44. And coming in motion, and the fake right up the middle. Quarterback going to keep it. That's Porch. He's at the 50. And he breaks tackles, makes guys miss all the way down to about the 26-yard line before he's brought down. A nice job. Good fake by Porch.
Great read. Just a little option play to the right side, a little misdirection. They fake the running back coming off the left side and freeze the linebackers, and he run an option to the right, and quarterback made an excellent read.
Wideouts line up to the far side of the field as the Bears have it 1st and 10 at the Blue Devil 26. There's a snap and a quick give this time, breaking a tackle at the 30 and making his way across the 20-yard line, out of bounds. And on the carry that time for the Golden Bears, that looks like Jalen George again.
Yeah, George is toting the mail right now. Just a little, should have been an inside zone, but, you know, they kind of clogged it up, and he bounced it to the outside. Lincoln is looking pretty good right now.
They're able to move the ball against these Blue Devils. Let's see if they can continue. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. There's a snap and the shotgun. Back to pass is Porch. He's wrapped up, and he's going to be thrown down. Somebody got through, and nobody hit him. Number 35 for the Blue Devils, able to squeak through. That's Perry Byers.
Well, they got pressure from the left side, and that's what you don't want to do in that situation. You want to throw that one away. You know, he probably should have hurled that one through the back of the end zone.
2nd down and 20 after the loss. Porch in the shotgun. Wideouts to the far side, one to the near side. And the Porch will fake it, and he's going to try to run to make up the ground, but he stopped after about 5 or 6 yards.
That's a situation where we call getting behind the chains on 1st down, you know, and put themselves. There's not a whole lot of plays you can run for 2nd and forever, or 3rd and forever.
You are kind of limited. All right, so it's 3rd down and long, 3rd and about 15 for the Golden Bears. There's a snap and the fake. Porch has it. Thought he might pull up to throw, but he's got a lot of pressure and got a lot of blue jerseys in the backfield with him, Coach.
Right. Just another inside quarterback read right there. Fake the running back, quarterback pull it and keeps it. And that's just kind of tough right there. That 1st down sack kind of put him in a hole right there. Still got an opportunity to get a 1st down, but, you know, they kind of got him, you know, so you're looking at about a 40-yard field goal.
So the kicking game will come into play early here tonight.
Yeah, they're not going to rush it. They're just going to allow him. You know, it's not a true picture, but get a chance to see how much leg he got.
And the kick is no good. We'll come back. Spring football on FNN.
Harrison Sports and Chiropractic, located in Anniston, Alabama, is dedicated to their patients. Car accidents, injuries, pain management, or even if you're just feeling the wear and tear of everyday life, Dr. Farr and Dr. Harrison can help. Call them today at 256-231-0417 or like them on Facebook. Walk-ins are welcome, most insurance accepted. Contact them today. That's 256-231-0417.
Back at Keith Howard Memorial Stadium, the Etowah Blue Devils will take over at their 20-yard line, and the first play from scrimmage is a running play. It nets about 3 yards for the Blue Devils as the Etowah Blue Devils are going to be captained by Trace Thompson at quarterback.
Just a little inside zone again. You know, both teams are sort of a mirror of each other. They're giving a doubles look wide with a tight end and
quick pitch and catch and across the 30 to about the 31. On the reception that time for Etowah is Brady Carver. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Etowah at their own 31.
Watson, the cornerback, is giving them about a 10-yard cushion, so, you know, they'll take that all day.
Man goes in motion. He'll come set. There's a snap and the give to the tailback and quickly across the 31 and all the way across the 40, as a matter of fact. Nice run that time by the tailback for Etowah, Briggs Freeman.
And just a little inside handoff again, you know, the inside zone. They swapped the tight end and ran to the strong side.
Blue Devils moving the ball, as did Lincoln. We'll see if they can continue to get it down the field. 1st and 10 from their own 41. Thompson sets the offense. There's a snap. He'll roll to his left, wants to throw. Got a man near the 50-yard line. It's complete. And down and out of bounds is Michael Bostic. So play gain 7. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. Thompson with the snap. He'll hand it off. A little bit busy back there in the backfield for Briggs Freeman that time. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be it.
I think the snap was a little high. Kind of threw the timing off on that play right there. But they're in good shape. You got 3rd and short right there, 3rd and about 4 yards. And, you know, so you can kind of open up the playbook. You can run it or you can throw it. So, you know, it actually puts the defense on a bind when you're in situations like that. That's why you want to not get behind the chains.
They got to guess what you're going to do, and they're going to throw. That's Thompson. Now he's going to roll to his right, looking for a man downfield. Now he'll take to foot, and he's going to be close to 1st down yardage. Goes out of bounds across the way, but I believe he's got enough to move the chains. And it looks like they do give him a 1st down, so a fresh set of downs for the Blue Devils.
A good decision by the quarterback right there to pull it down and, you know, just run for the 1st down. Now you get a new set of downs. And
wideouts to either side once again for the Blue Devils. Shotgun is the set. Thompson waiting for the snap. He wants to throw, drops back, got some protection. Now he'll step up into the pocket. And a little dump pass just before he crossed the line of scrimmage. This ball's incomplete.
Right. He might have should have kept pulled that one down and ran it. He had a little room right there stepping up, but he tried to force it in there. It almost was a pick.
So the Blue Devils will have it 2nd down and 10. Ball just inside Lincoln territory at the 49. The offense comes set. Etowah. 2nd and 10. There's a snap. The give this time and right up the middle and just hit at the line of scrimmage. Kept fighting. the tailback. I believe that's Freeman, but he didn't get anywhere.
Right. Yeah, he ran into a brick wall right there. It's a good defensive stand right there for the Golden Bears.
So 3rd down and long for Etowah after moving the ball rather well on the first 2 or 3 plays of the drive. Have seemed to stall out here. We'll see what they've got. I know that Thompson has an arm, saw him in warm-ups, and we'll see what they do here.
Right, has a great arm. He's a junior, too, this year. He had a pretty good arm right there.
Speaking of good arm, it's completed to 25. It's a foot race. Going to be grabbed and thrown down at about the 5 on the reception. Is Brady Carver. He's been his target tonight so far.
Great touch on that pass right there. He dropped back and gave him an opportunity to get out there by himself. And, yeah, he kind of in good possession, good throw and catch.
1st and goal for the Etowah Blue Devils. Trying to draw first blood here in the spring high school football game. There's the snap, the give. Hit at the line of scrimmage, fighting forward for maybe a yard. And on the carry that time, going to be Briggs Freeman once again.
Yeah, he kind of ran into, they was outnumbered on that side that time, you know. He might have should have oppoed that, moved it to the other side, but yeah, they were outnumbered to the weak side.
Double wide outs to the far side. There's a snap. Thompson wants to throw. It's a fade route to the corner, but it's overthrown, incomplete.
It's a great throw, though. Throw it for the back of the pylon. Either your man catch it or it goes out of bounds. And great throw by the quarterback.
Yeah, and you mentioned the touch he had on that first throw, the long one that got him down there. And, again, he's got a very fluid motion as a quarterback.
You probably want to see his pull him out and kind of see if that big quarterback can get 11 on 11 and he can punch it in.
3rd and goal from the 5. Pass is complete at the 4. Fighting to get into the end zone, and I believe he does. That's Briggs Freeman on the reception. And
It's a little screen right there. They set him up and let Etowah be over aggressive, and they just kind of dropped it back on the inside right there.
So the Blue Devils on the board first as we are at 4:08 here in quarter number 1. And the Blue Devils leading 6-0. As the kicking team comes on, we'll try the uncontested point after. And it's good. 7-0, your score. 4:08 to go in quarter number 1. We'll be back with more spring high school football on FNN.
Harrison Sports and Chiropractic, located in Anniston, Alabama, is dedicated to their patients. Car accidents, injuries, pain management, or even if you're just feeling the wear and tear of everyday life, Dr. Farr and Dr. Harrison can help. Call them today at 256-231-0417 or like them on Facebook. Walk-ins are welcome, most insurance accepted. Contact them today. That's 256-231-0417.
Back at Keith Howard Memorial Stadium on the campus of Lincoln High School, Lincoln Golden Bears and the Etowah Blue Devils in springtime action. Blue Devils having just scored, lead 7-0, and Lincoln has their second opportunity of the night. Moved the ball very well in the first go-round, and the first play from scrimmage this time is going to be incomplete pass attempt as they got a lot of pressure back there on Porch. He got actually hit before right as he was throwing the ball, Coach.
Right, from the backside, and that's what you got to do on a right-handed quarterback. You got to protect his backside because he's taught not to look back, and you don't want him to start feeling pressure from the backside because then he won't read his progressions correctly.
2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Porch sends the man in motion. Now he'll give it right up the middle, hitting a brick wall, breaking away, and spinning and going to drive forward for about 7 yards. Nice, tough run that time for the Golden Bears. And on the carry is number 5, Jalen George.
Yeah, George, he got stopped initially at point of contact, but he keeps his feet moving. Does a great job. Yeah.
3rd and 2 for the Golden Bears. Snap, give. George has it, and he's got the first down. Gets across the 40 to about the 42. So a nice job by George on that drive. He keeps it going and gets a fresh set of downs with a nice, tough carry. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Lincoln has it. Porch waiting for the snap. He's got a little bit low. He drops back, wants to throw. Got a man downfield. He overthrew him as the intended receiver. He got behind the defense, Coach, but the pass was just a little bit too long.
Had him wide open. I mean, great pass. He needed to put a little bit more air on it. He threw the ball a little flat right there. Probably should have put a little bit of air up on it.
Glass, the intended receiver. Now he'll line up as wide out to the near side. Second down and 10. And now we've got a timeout. Timeout called by Lincoln. We'll take it with them. 7-0. Etowah over Lincoln early in the spring football game right here on FNN.
Griffin Laser Engraving in Lincoln is your authorized local dealer for personalized Yeti products. Get your Yeti customized for your team, a business, or a special event. Your color, graphics, even photos. At Griffin Laser Engraving, we make it the way you want it. Order just one or hundreds, and you'll find a full line of Yeti coolers and accessories on hand, even the hard-to-find items. Nationally recognized, but right here at home in Lincoln for quality awards, trophies, powder coating, and personalized Yeti items, Griffin Laser Engraving.
Back at Keith Howard Memorial Stadium as the Lincoln Golden Bears come out of the timeout, and a bit of a bad snap is a little bit too high for Porch. He does reel it in, but he's going to fight to get any yardage on that. He'll get about a yard. That's going to be all, Coach.
Yeah, it's just anytime you're in a spread like that and you get bad snaps, it tend to throw the timing of the play off. I think it was a quarterback lead, but, when he fumbled it, it just threw the timing off. Because a lot of those blocks up there are really just brush blocks, and he should be gone.
3rd down play. Porch wants to throw. Got pressure. Now he's scrambling, and he's going to be dropped. Ball does hit the ground. They say he I think they said he was down before the ball came out. We'll take a look at the replay here.
Right, they ruled him down right there. He got pressure on the outside again by big number 35. That's the one that hit him in the back earlier.
Just really no place to run.
Right there, you see him go down right there. That's tough.
So 4th down, and as you said, forever. In a situation you really don't want to be in. And we've got the punt down the field, and it's going to be fielded at the 34 in Blue Devil territory. That's where they'll spot it. And Etowah will have another chance on offense. 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line.
Well, they're giving Etowah a good field position for the way they move the football. So that's what you don't want to do. You want to keep them out of that good field position.
Etowah able to move the ball on their first possession with the assistance of a big play. But Lincoln has kept them in check up the middle so far. We'll see what they can do here as Thompson leads the Blue Devils back onto the field. Briggs Freeman in the backfield. Fake to him. And Thompson wants to throw, and it's almost picked off.
It is.
It is picked off. an interception. A nice defensive play there by the Lincoln Golden Bears. As that pass, Thompson tried to force it in, and he pays the price.
Well, that's what happened early. He made a little sidearm throw rolling out to his right, and he sort of threw the same pass, but this time the inside linebacker was in excellent position, and he cut it underneath. You had a cornerback over the top, so just a great defensive play.
And an excellent opportunity for the Lincoln Golden Bears. 1st and 10 from the Blue Devil 40-yard line. And there's a snap. Porch with the handoff. And just a couple of tough yards there. Not a lot doing.
Yeah, that's how last year that was one of the worst plays. Great, and I used to hate to see it. It's the scrum play, we call it, where they pile up and they allow the offense to push him as far as he can go, and the defense have to stop him and hope for a whistle.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 9, short gain on 1st down. There's Porch. He sends a man in motion. Now he'll fake the handoff, and he's wrapped up from behind once again. Just not expecting that from behind. Hadn't got the feel for it yet. And he's going to be hit and brought down by guess who? That's number 35, Perry Byers.
Byers is causing him fits on that backside. He's the weak side linebacker, and he's they're moving him up on the offensive line, and he's creating a lot of problems for him because he's unaccounted for, and it's taking the plays too long to develop, and by the time the play develop, he's coming off the end of the line, just wreaking havoc on him.
3rd down for the Bears, and Porch back to pass, but he's hit immediately, coming right up the middle, and bringing him down in the backfield for the Etowah Blue Devils, number 4, Caleb Freeman. And that's the end of the first quarter. After one period of play, your score, Etowah 7, Lincoln nothing. Back with more spring football action on FNN.
Griffin Laser Engraving in Lincoln is your authorized local dealer for personalized Yeti products. Get your Yeti customized for your team, a business, or a special event. Your color, graphics, even photos. At Griffin Laser Engraving, we make it the way you want it. Order just one or hundreds, and you'll find the full line of Yeti coolers and accessories on hand, even the hard-to-find items. Nationally recognized, but right here at home in Lincoln for quality awards, trophies, powder coating, and personalized Yeti items, Griffin Laser Engraving.
And we are back at Lincoln High School. The Lincoln Golden Bears hosting the Etowah Blue Devils, and the Bears are in a 4th down and long situation. They'll have to punt it away. And the kick, once again, uncontested. It's going to be fielded at about the 18-yard line, and Blue Devils will have it there to start their next possession. Tonight's game is presented in part by Talladega County Revenue Commissioner Cindy Pennington. Cindy is proud to support all the county's schools and teams. Congratulations to the senior class of 2021 from your Talladega County Revenue Commissioner, Cindy Pennington.
Well, Lincoln defense forced the Big Bear to capitalize on it. You had good field position. You got to capitalize on situations like that.
The quarterback just couldn't get the plays going because he had blue jerseys in the backfield, and that's something they're going to have to work on. As the Blue Devils have it, 1st and 10. They're going to mark the ball at the 20-yard line. There's a snap and the give coming to the near side and being driven down after about a yard gain. Briggs Freeman thought he had some room to run, Coach, but that door closed quick.
Absolutely. I mean, it closed in a hurry right there. They came down, and that's what you want to do. You want to fill those gaps as quick as possible.
So 2nd down and 9 for Etowah as Trace Thompson gets the offense set. Single man split wide to the far side. 2 to the near side. There's the snap. Freeman with the block, and now Thompson has to scramble. He's got a pass complete just across the 30. And a nice job that time getting in the clear and finding the open man.
Right, he kind of throws that ball sidearm right there, but he was able to get out of the pressure right there. You know, got pressure from the backside, the left, and then on the inside, and he was able to dodge 3 of them. And, you know, he kind of whooped his sidearm, and he was able to complete the pass.
Bostic able to grab that one and reel it in. First down and 10 now for Etowah at their own 35-yard line. High snap. Thompson has it and throws the middle screen. It's complete at the 40. Breaking tackles and across the 45, now midfield. And what a job that time by Freeman out of the backfield as he's able to get all the way down to the 39-yard line in Lincoln territory.
Well, Freeman never went down. He put his hand down, and he kind of got up out of there. You know, that's what we call not quitting on the play. He was actually on top of the Lincoln player, and that's legal.
Yeah. So heads-up play by Briggs Freeman. That puts Etowah in business at the Lincoln 40-yard line.
And those were some of the players I was mentioning in the gym earlier about, you know, we didn't see much of him last year, but he's one of those players that you have.
Ball is popped in the air. Not sure who fell on that one. And really, to be honest with you, Eddie, I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know if it was on the exchange. I didn't really see anybody hit him.
Yeah, I think it's just a mixed handoff at the mesh point, and but Briggs being a seasoned guy right there.
Yeah, it just
it popped up the blocker right there. I believe it was Jacob Sanford actually blocking the guy, and they ran into each other. And but Freeman being a seasoned vet, you know, he was able to get back down on it.
Just like he ran for 5 yards. Now the pass complete at the 30-yard line and across the 25 for the Blue Devils. It's number 42, and that's going to be Jacob Sanford.
Big tight end. That's the one that Freeman ran into doing the kick-out block last time, and so he made up for it.
First and 10 for Etowah. Ball right at the 25-yard line in Lincoln territory. Etowah trying to put another touchdown on the board. Thompson giving direction. He'll get the offense set. Now there's a snap. He drops back to pass, does Thompson. Got some time. Now he's got pressure. He'll scramble, picked up some blocking.
Got to get rid of it.
And he's going to just finally have to run with it. Breaks a tackle, and he's across the 20. Makes a decent play out of that, Coach.
Well, he actually did. But that was one of the ones he probably should have went down. And, you know, you got to get rid of that one. You can't take a sack on it. But he turned nothing into something.
Well, I'm not sure if they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Oh, we've got a penalty on the play. Illegal block in the back.
That's normally what happens when a play breaks down.
So that'll back them up. It's a spot foul, and that will go back to the 41-yard line. And instead of a first down or near a first down at about the 20, it's going to be first down and forever. And then some.
Absolutely. Got plenty enough time though. You got 3 downs to make it up. You don't try to get it all back at one time. You know, you want to use a combination of the 3 downs to try to get it back. You know, and that's reasonable.
Thompson now resets the offense. Takes a snap, drops back. Now he's got pressure. Scramble and throw is complete. And a few yards after the catch for the receiver, Michael Bostic. He's done a good job tonight.
Right. He got about 13 back right there, somewhere between, 10 to 13 yards. So, it's a good job right there. And then you want to get about half of it back again and give yourself a good, reasonable call on third down.
And about half is what he got. He's got him down to the 28-yard line. It's going to be second down and about 13 for the first. Snap back to Thompson. He wants to throw, and the pass is incomplete. A little bit needed a little touch on that one. He tried to get it out there in the plant to Stephen Jones, but unable to reel it in.
We got a flag down right here. I don't know if you got a hold. May have a hole somewhere up there in the line.
Looks like it is going to go against the Blue Devils. No indication yet from the official. And they'll have a conference.
And eligible receiver downfield.
Man downfield that shouldn't have been. And Pete Story is the referee for tonight's game. And that penalty is declined, according to Mr. Story.
Two flags on the play. Eligible receiver downfield against Etowah. That penalty is declined. Also, holding on the play. That penalty is declined. Bring up third down and 13.
So, 2 penalties on the play. Neither one taken. It will be 3rd and 13.
Right. Lincoln chose to take the down instead of moving them back to yard as they feel like they can stop them at 3rd and 13. So, it's coach's decision right there.
As you said, the playbook gets a little bit smaller when you got 3rd and long.
Absolutely.
And Thompson rolls, wants to throw, and he's got the ball downfield, but it's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it in there. The incompletion is going to bring up 4th down for Etowah.
So it's a great decision by the coach because you're out of field goal range, so they have to go for it. You're in an area where you don't want to punt the football, but it's too long to kick a field goal.
So 4th and 13 for Etowah.
Don't be surprised if you see some kind of screen or a draw. Well, you may see some kind of wheel route, but they got a hard cover 2 shell up here at the bottom of the screen.
Thompson back to pass, no surprise, and throws it across the middle. Nice defense that time by the Golden Bears. In to break up that pass was number 35 for Lincoln, and that's Hunter Dulaney. So Lincoln will have it 1st and 10 after holding the Blue Devils on downs. There's a snap. And keeping it, trying to make what he could out of that. Not a lot of running room for the quarterback there. Porch able to get maybe a yard. That's going to be all. Watch for the preseason polls coming in mid-August. Power 5 is one of the popular polls for the season. It's coming up this fall from FNN. Second down and 9 for Lincoln as the offense shifts. Porch comes under center for the first time tonight. And the give, and Blue Devils not fooled by anything. They're there to stuff the middle and stop the run.
Not much room up the middle there. They kind of got that area clogged up.
I'll give him a yard, maybe 2.
This is a situation where you got 3rd and 6 or 7, maybe. Possibility they're gonna have to put it in the air, but you want to watch for a screen or a draw.
And there's the snap, quick pitch, and the Blue Devils all over that one too. Got a flag coming in late, but Etowah able to read that as Lincoln tried to do a quick pitch and get it outside, but the Blue Devils stop them. We'll see what the flag is about.
I'm not sure what they got. I don't know if it's a targeting.
Targeting was the call. Good eye, Coach. So the Bears will have it 1st and 10 after the 15-yard step off. The ball will be at the Bears' 45-yard line.
Normally, they, in high school football, as college and pros, they're trying to get away from the defenders leading with the crown of the helmet. And good thing about high school is they don't eject you out of the game for it.
The Porch takes a snap, and he'll roll to his right, and he'll get a couple of yards before he steps out of bounds And now we've got a flag coming in late. And it looks like that may go against Etowah. I'm not sure.
Right, it may be unsportsmanlike conduct. Late hit.
You know, the targeting rule is really good. It's advantageous for the players. So it's unsportsmanlike conduct called against Lincoln.
Yes, Lincoln. And I like the high school rule for the simple fact that most of the high school kids are not skilled enough as college players or professional players to avoid it. It takes a little bit more practice with them, and I don't think they do it out of malicious intent, whereas at the collegiate level and the professional level, those guys know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And it makes a big, and you know, they can possibly, you know, do some really, really bad damage, you know. So, you know, it's good for the high school. It's a learning process, and they penalize you for it, but they don't kick you out of the game, you know. And I like that. I can live with that.
Timeout called. And we will take it with them. 7-0. Etowah on top of Lincoln. More spring football action coming up on FNN.
In Alabama, school spirit is in the air on Friday nights. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're giving our customers the opportunity to show their school spirit every day with our new Spirit debit card. We've designed a unique card for every Calhoun County school that includes the school's logo. So every time you use the card, you're showing your school spirit. Come in and get your school spirit debit card today. We've got spirit at FNN Bank. Service, solutions, and strength. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back at Lincoln High School with springtime football on a Friday night here in May, and the Lincoln Golden Bears come out of the timeout, trying to get a pass. I thought it was complete there for a second, Coach, but it pops out. It's going to be incomplete. The Bears had a play there.
Well, we call that hit them in the wrong place, right in the numbers.
Right in the numbers.
A great throw by the quarterback right there, and I think the receiver let the ball get into his body. He probably should have caught it with his hands, and you know, it's been a great play. It was an excellent throw.
So after the incompletion, 3rd down and about 20, and Porch back to pass. He's rolling, got some pressure. Now he'll just throw a prayer up there, and not sure there was any chance of that one being completed. Porch a little slow to get up.
Right. He got hit by the whole team just about then, and you know, I seen the umpire looking to make sure it crossed the line of scrimmage, and you know, because he you know, it didn't look like he had a receiver in that area right there, but he had a tremendous amount of pressure. I mean, that play was doomed from the start.
Just about the entire squad of Blue Shirts able to get back there with him. Really no chance, as you said. 4th down, and the Golden Bears will kick it away. And the kick will be fielded at the 34-yard line. So Etowah will have it 1st and 10 from there after holding Lincoln on their possession.
Right, and both teams moving the football in spurts, but you know, the best 2 drives were the first 2 series by both teams, and we kind of stagnated a little bit, right, you know, as of lately.
Yeah, both teams having some problems in subsequent possessions, and the only score we have was Etowah's first drive. It's 7-0, and we're at 5:12 in quarter number 2.
In all honesty, Lincoln probably should have scored on that first drive, but they got that one penalty that sack that kind of moved them backwards, you know, when they got inside the red zone, and, you know, it's kind of hurt them a little bit there. But overall, both teams are doing a great job.
Etowah wants a timeout, and they will get it. We'll take it with them. Blue Devils 7, Golden Bears nothing. More springtime high school football coming up on FNN.
Strength. Speed. Power. Agility. If you want to be elite, train with the elite. Creels at Elite Nation. Call for your free consultation today.
Welcome back to Lincoln High School. Allen Third and Coach Eddie Bullock with the action for you tonight as Lincoln takes on Etowah. And Etowah with the ball. Quick snap, pass complete across the way. And the ball comes squirts loose. I think he was already down, though. But a short gain on the play as Thompson able to squeeze that one in.
It's a quick little combo route right there. And trying to get it out of his hand quick to not get a defensive line time to get there, and I'm sure you'll see after a couple of quick pitch and catches like that, you'll see him try to go deep. Just trying to get it out of his hands real quick. Last series they had, he was kind of holding on to the ball a little bit long.
Mm-hmm. Second down at about 7 now for the Blue Devils. Thompson resets the offense, and he'll hand the ball off. That's Freeman, Briggs Freeman. Right up the middle, and he may get a yard. That's going to be all.
Right. Lincoln is not giving up much on the inside right there. The few long runs that Blue Devils have had, they've had to bounce them outside. They got stuff pretty much in the middle and had to bounce it outside.
So third down and long, third down at about 7, and looking for a pass from Thompson. Little screen pass complete at the 45 across midfield to about the 47, 48-yard line. Pass complete that time for the Blue Devils. On the reception is Andrew Pierce.
Well, to get it out of his hand again quick, that's just a little quick screen play right there, receiver screen. Some coaches call them stays, you fake off the line and they just hit you right there to put it on your nine. Just a long handoff, that's all it is.
Clock rolling here in quarter number 2, 3:30 to go. Etowah on top, 7-0. And Thompson wants to throw. He's looking, got to run, and he's got some more pressure. He'll take it up the sideline and be run out of bounds. He gets about a yard or two on the carry. That's going to be it. Going to be second down.
Golden Bears are showing great coverage on those deep routes. They had everything covered, so, he had to pull it down and run it.
Thompson looks to the sideline for the play. Second down and about 6. Thompson waiting for the snap. He's got it, going to hand it off. That's Freeman with it. He makes a cut, and he's going to be brought down after about a yard gain. Thought that play had some promise. Freeman cut it back up inside, but there were black jerseys right there with him.
Right, Freeman made an excellent read. Excellent cut right there. He stuck his foot in the ground, but, hats off to Lincoln. Defensive line kept the backside pursuit coming like they're supposed to do, and that's one of the things you look for on film. They kept the pursuit coming, and they were able to make a play. So that's what you want.
Spring football is all about seeing what you got and what you can build on, and what you need to correct, and getting a good look tonight.
Absolutely.
There's a handoff. Freeman dragged. He's at least held up from behind as the jersey was grabbed, and that allowed more Bears to get there to finish him off, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
You're right. I thought it was almost about to be a horse collar right there, but
yeah.
he let it go. You can actually grab it. You just can't take him down to the ground.
That horse collar will get you.
Well, it'll get you every time. But I played against a team, Coach Fred Yance at Briarwood. He was a master at teaching his kids to grab that horse collar and slow you down, but they never got a penalty for it because by the time they get ready to take you down, they let it go. Wrap you up, which is excellent technique.
Lincoln wants a timeout. We'll take it with them. A minute 46 to go in the second quarter. 7-0 Etowah. More high school football coming up on FNN.
Harrison Sports and Chiropractic, located in Anniston, Alabama, is dedicated to their patients. Car accidents, injuries, pain management, or even if you're just feeling the wear and tear of everyday life, Dr. Farr and Dr. Harrison can help. Call them today at 256-231-0417 or like them on Facebook. Walk-ins are welcome, most insurance accepted. Contact them today. That's 256-231-0417.
And we are back at Lincoln High School's Keith Howard Memorial Stadium as the Lincoln Golden Bears host the Etowah Blue Devils. Etowah on top 7-0 in this one. And as we come out of the timeout, it's going to be fourth down and about 6 for Etowah. Lincoln looking to get the ball back and try to get something going here before the half is up. Etowah will line up the offense. Wideouts to either side. Thompson brings Freeman up for protection. And he'll drop back to pass. Now he's scrambling, got some pressure. He gets away at the 40, got a good block, and he'll cut outside and get out of bounds close to the 30-yard line. Got some extracurricular activity.
I think he got a late hit right there, sportsmanlike conduct on Lincoln.
We'll see what the flag's about. But I think you're right. They sort things out. We'll see what the indication is from the referee. As flags are scooped up. Holding against Etowah. And I'm not sure what that indication was, but it's offsetting penalties. So we'll do it again. So the Blue Devils want a timeout now. We'll take it with them. Minute 33 to go in the first half. Etowah 7, Lincoln nothing. More high school football action coming up on FNN.
In Alabama, school spirit is in the air on Friday nights. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're giving our customers the opportunity to show their school spirit every day with our new Spirit debit card. We've designed a unique card for every Calhoun County school that includes the school's logo. So every time you use the card, you're showing your school spirit. Come in and get your school spirit debit card today. We've got spirit at FNN Bank. Service, solutions, and strength. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Strength. Speed. Power. Agility. If you want to be elite, train with the elite. Creels at Elite Nation. Call for your free consultation today.
Back at Lincoln High School, coming out of the timeout, fourth down at about 6 for Etowah. Thompson takes a snap. He'll roll to his left. The ball bobbled a little bit, and he'll go down at about the line of scrimmage, so nothing doing that time for the Blue Devils. Good defense by Lincoln.
Absolutely. Almost lost it right there. Lincoln almost forced a turnover right there, and he was able to corral the ball back in and just go down, which is a good thing.
So we quickly go back the other way. First down and 10 for the Lincoln Golden Bears as time winds down here in the first half of play tonight. There's a snap. Fortune wants to throw. Ball is in the air. We got a man wide open, and once again it overthrows him. Trying to get it out here to number 12 for the Golden Bears. That's Andrew Baker.
Right, he just need to put a little bit more air under the ball. He kind of throwing him a little bit flat, and he probably need to put just a little bit of air up under that football.
That could have been a tie ball game if they had hooked up there. As it is, 2nd down and 10 for the Golden Bears. Ball at their own 43-yard line. Snap and quickly covered up and brought down for a loss is Porch, and he's slow to get up once again.
And that's how you go from almost scoring a touchdown to, getting the quarterback hurt right there.
Yeah, it's really extremes there, but the Blue Devils going to make him think twice about passing from here on out.
Well, they're not giving him much time, to throw it. So you got to do a few quick routes, right? Yeah.
3rd down and long, and timeout called for by Lincoln. We'll take it with him once again. 7-0 your score. Etowah on top. More spring football coming to you from Lincoln on FNN.
At iCare Alabama, our goal is to meet the needs of every patient. Dr. Dwayne Mohan and Dr. Ryan Price always strive for excellent outcomes. We want each patient to get the best vision and medical care possible. At iCare Alabama, we utilize all the latest technological advances to ensure that you receive the best quality eye care. So call for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Piedmont, Heflin, Roanoke, or Etowah and see the difference. Most insurance is accepted. iCare Alabama. Efficient, effective eye care close to home.
Back at Lincoln High School, coming out of the timeout, the Lincoln Golden Bears will have it 3rd down and about 15 as time not their friend. 41.1 seconds left to go here in the first half. Lincoln wants desperately to get on the board. We'll see what Porch does here. Triple wide outs to the near side. There's a snap, quick pitch. It's a play they ran a little bit earlier, cutting it back up inside across the 40 and going to be stacked up at the original line of scrimmage. And now they're going to try to get back to the line real quick. 4th and 9 for the Golden Bears as the clock continues to run. 18 seconds now. There's a snap. Porch back to pass. And it's well overthrown, well defended as well by the Blue Devils. So the Etowah Blue Devils will take over on downs with just about 5 seconds left to go in the first half. Tonight's game presented in part by Midway Auto Parts on Highway 78 here in Lincoln. For all your auto parts needs, big or small, plus batteries, tools, and so much more, including hometown friendly, knowledgeable service. Stop in and see Stephen and the gang at Midway Auto Parts today, proudly supporting the Golden Bears. So time for one play, and Coach, do you air it out or you just run a running play? You take a knee, what do you do?
Well, problem in this situation, I may probably would take a knee because they play in quarters coverage, so, they anticipating you throwing it deep, so, yeah.
But he is going to drop back to pass, and got a man down the far sideline, jump ball, and it's tipped away and falls incomplete as the half comes to an end. After the first half of play, Etowah 7, Lincoln nothing. We'll be back with more. You're listening to High School Football on FNN.
Step into the offices of J. Britt Middlebrook CPA, where you'll find professional one-on-one service for business and individual clients. In this ever-changing tax and economic climate, you can count on receiving the expert advice you need. J. Britt Middlebrook works hard to provide every client what they need to meet all deadlines. Tax season will be here soon. For all your accounting service needs, call or stop by at 1913 Berry Street in Oxford. That's J. Britt Middlebrook, CPA.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is the home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99, then bring it for free refills throughout the year. And save every day with your Grub Mart Super Saver card. When you're on the go, it's good to know Grub Mart has everything you need. Gas, diesel, and delicious Oleo donuts. In business over 78 years, visit your local Grub Mart today.
At iCare Alabama, our goal is to meet the needs of every patient. Dr. Dwayne Mohan and Dr. Ryan Price always strive for excellent outcomes. We want each patient to get the best vision and medical care possible. At iCare Alabama, we utilize all the latest technological advances to ensure that you receive the best quality eye care. So call for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Piedmont, Heflin, Roanoke, or Etowah and see the difference. Most insurance is accepted. iCare Alabama. Efficient, effective eye care close to home.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is the home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99, then bring it for free refills throughout the year. And save every day with your Grub Mart Super Saver card. When you're on the go, it's good to know Grub Mart has everything you need. Gas, diesel, and delicious Oleo donuts. In business over 78 years, visit your local Grub Mart today.
In Alabama, school spirit is in the air on Friday nights. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're giving our customers the opportunity to show their school spirit every day with our new Spirit debit card. We've designed a unique card for every Calhoun County school that includes the school's logo. So every time you use the card, you're showing your school spirit. Come in and get your school spirit debit card today. We've got spirit at FNN Bank. Service, solutions, and strength. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Lincoln High School's Keith Howard Memorial Stadium. The Lincoln Golden Bears playing host tonight to the Etowah Blue Devils in spring football, and Etowah on top 7-0 at the halftime break. And Coach Eddie Bullock, we've seen some good football. We've seen some not so good football here from both teams tonight.
Right. You've seen some what we call missed opportunities. Both teams had good initial drives, and Lincoln failed to capitalize on theirs, and Etowah did capitalize on theirs. And, a couple of good possessions, but just some missed opportunities on both sides, which is expected during the spring because, like I said, they only get, 9 days to try to put something together. So, and you got new players, younger players coming up. So, it's expected. It hasn't been sloppy, but, just some missed opportunities.
Right.
Well, let me jump in here and put in my 2 cents real quick. If the Porches kid's mom is listening or watching, somebody better buy that boy some health insurance. Because, hey, there's 2 things about him, Eddie. If he ever gets to where he can, like you said a couple of times during the first half, get some air under the ball,
right,
where those receivers can run to it. He's got an arm. He can get the ball down the field, but Lincoln's offensive line they're getting him killed.
Absolutely, and they got to give him a little bit more time, and then his mechanics, he has to get a little bit more help on it because he's leading his receivers as if he got, they got blades and speed, and that's part of adjustment with receivers. You have to get that timing down. If he put just a little bit more help on it, you may be looking at a tie game.
And that'll come in time. That's part of what the springtime is for, is to see what you got and what you need to work on. And certainly, Coach Dedeker gonna take that into consideration when, even as the summer rolls on. But certainly next fall in the workouts, the touch and you haven't played football in several months, and you haven't really had a lot of time to do so in the past couple of weeks. So, like you said earlier, you expect some of this to happen But certainly the length of time that he's got producer to throw is minimal, and they've got to work on that.
I mean, it's like lightning striking quick on him. I mean, 35 has wrapped him up at least a half a dozen times, even if he didn't get a sack each time he got his hands on him. So, but, Eddie, I think that, on the bright side for Lincoln, you get him in some 7-on-7s this summer and maybe a quarterback camp or two. I think he's got potential.
Absolutely, and that's one of the debates I used to have with a lot of my colleagues, because I had some old school coaches that, and I'm old school, but they didn't believe in 7-on-7. They said it was like flag football. But, Jim, I can tell you, out of my tenure coaching football and being a head coach, I couldn't wait until we did 7-on-7, because that's the best time to get your linebackers and your secondary on the same page. And you can stop the run, but the key is, what are you going to do when they start running combo routes? And, I went up to my buddy, Coach Steve Smith, passing camp up there. We would do it every year. And, we got better and better and better, and, I couldn't wait for it. So, like you said, with some summertime, and if they give him some 7-on-7s and, and he gets some guys that just can hold the block for, at least 3 to 4 seconds, he could be dangerous.
Yeah, when you're a young quarterback and you're trying to get your rhythm, and it's such a rhythm game, Eddie. I think most people don't understand how much of quarterbacks to receivers and routes is a rhythm thing.
Absolutely. We use the terminology timing, because he got certain steps are very important. Even though you're in the shotgun, you still have certain steps you have to go through, and then the line has to give him time to at least go through 2 of the progressions. You go 1, 2, check down, and if you got a good line, you can go 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 and check down. But you at least want to give him two options, and then give him a check down. Where he either throw it away, or either he dump it off, or either he pull it down and run it. And he's not getting that time. By the time he get the snap, they back down his lap.
Well, I got one word to sum up Etowah's defense: mean.
Absolutely.
Mean would be good.
And Lincoln defense hadn't been bad.
No, not at all.
Yeah, they've given them chances. It's just, the offense is always going to be behind, developmentally, versus the defense, because all you got to do is teach them gap integrity and, hey, tell them put their ears back and go. But on offense, as you said earlier, it's rhythm, it's timing, it's giving a feel. Offensive coordinator got to get a feel for the game, and, it's just, everybody got to feel right, and you got to work on those things. It's more precision.
And the kid that plays in the backfield for Lincoln, we saw him early. He reminds me a lot, Eddie, number 5 for Lincoln, the young man we saw up at Cherokee County last year that was so potent.
Absolutely, and that's what I was telling Al earlier. They were running some inside zones, and they were stuffing it, and he was able to bounce it outside and make something happen. So, those are the things you want to come away from a spring game. And then the good thing about it right now, if the score were to stay the same and it's 7-0, hey, you don't hold your head down, because, you didn't get in a blowout and you didn't make a whole lot of mistakes, that could kill morale. And that's the thing, you want to come out with your morale up.
Well, I think if you're Lincoln, you've got a lot to be happy about. I mean, you're trailing the 4A North semifinalist by a touchdown here at the half after going 2-8 last year in Class 5A.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, when you go in that locker room, halftime, and at the end of the game, hey, you be absolutely positive, man. You want to pick them up and, give them a reason to want to be in that weight room this summer, and come down and do those 7-on-7 and things like that. Now that we're getting a little relief from COVID.
And I think Coach Locke, on the other hand, Eddie's got a lot to be happy about, starting with that defense. I mean, they're nasty up front, no question about it.
Well, we watched his quarterback last year. Last year he was very, very reluctant to run the ball. He's a 10th grader last year, and he's actually pulling it down. Regardless to the situation, he was just going to try to throw it last year, and I thought there were several opportunities where he possibly should have pulled it down and ran it. But this year, you can tell he's a year older, because he's pulling it down and He running it when he have to. Still hold on to the ball sometime on the longer routes, but he's pulling it down when he needs to.
Offensively, though, for Etowah, I think it's pretty obvious they don't have near the speed that they had in that backfield last year.
Yeah, absolutely. In the backfield or at the receiver spots right now, you just, you're missing those guys. But, again, you got to work with what you got.
Yep, can't go out and recruit in this business.
That's right. That's right. Well, you can, but you're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to.
There you go. Oh, me.
Of course, in the second half now, we're going to see the younger kids in the ball game. So we'll go ahead and tell everybody watching along the way tonight, there's no telling how many names we're going to miss.
Right.
Because, A, we don't know who they are, and, B, we're going to see a lot of people we've never seen before because both coaches are going to play underclassmen and JV players in the second half. I'm not sure if we're going to have a running clock or not, but it's supposed to be mostly JV kids playing here in the third and the fourth quarter.
Well, and that's a good thing about spring games because those guys, they want mom and dad and the friends to see them play too, So, you try to get them in. And I usually try to go a half with the varsity and a half with the young kids. Some coaches go 3/4 with the varsity, but, my personal preference is to go a half with the big dogs and then put the little dogs in. Let the puppies get in. Let them have fun. Let them run over the field because, during the games, most time they play on Mondays and Tuesdays or in the big-time games, they're not going to get that many repetitions. So, you want to give them something for the future to look at.
Certainly a good opportunity for the youngsters to get some playing time, as you said, Coach, and get some real game experience in a situation where there's not a lot of pressure during the regular season because like I said earlier, sometimes you have that luxury to put players in, but and sometimes you just have to put them in. Don't necessarily want to, but this is a good opportunity for them.
Right, and the big issue is like when they get in, and I've experienced it myself. You're watching game film and they sitting back and they know that they're not going to get in the game, but you got a rule you can't go to sleep in game film. And what can you expect? I mean, they have no enthusiasm because they're not in the game. So when the opportunity presents itself, you want to always try to get them an opportunity so that you can keep them engaged.
Absolutely. Let me jump in here real quick, guys, and say congratulations to our 2020 Coach and Player of the Year. Coach Bullock, you missed the banquet. I think you were working on your suntan, weren't you?
No, I had to go down and visit. I got a brother in Florida, and I have to do a few things and take care of him. But, hey, I can say this, you got two good ones right there.
Coach Larry Strain, of course, 4A state champion, football man, went south to Roanoke on the coach's side. And, what can you say about Jet Smith, Eddie?
Hey, you know how I feel about Jet, man. I mean, he can do it all. I mean, coach's son and, Coach Smith was on the sideline, but you had a coach on the offensive quarterback, and then you had a coach on defense, a linebacker, and safety when they needed him. So, I mean, you can't beat it, man. I mean, he eat, sleep, and breathe football.
Absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see how he does at JSU, because he's not the biggest kid in the world, but, man, he will hit you.
Hey, listen to me. It's not how big the dog is. It's how big the fight in that dog is.
That's for sure.
Listen, that kid right there has a lot of fight.
Yes, sir, he sure does. Coach Strain and I were talking with his dad after the festivities there, back in March, and I told Coach Strain, I said, what's the over-under on how many times Jeff is going to look around and say, where's Jet? First game of the season.
Listen, he will find a way. I guarantee you, Coach Gross will find a way to play him. He is a football player. They will find he will find a way to have an impact before his 4 years up.
Well, let's hope so, because he's a fine young man, and, of course, we're glad to have him represent us as our Player of the Year for 2020, and, of course, Coach Strain as well, Coach Larry Strain of the Hanley Tigers. Well, we're at the halftime break here at Keith Howard Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. We are going to take advantage of that break. and grab us a quick timeout. We'll be back to get the second half underway with the JVs. It's Etowah 7, Lincoln Zip during the break. Stay with us.
Alabama, school spirit is in the air on Friday nights. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're giving our customers the opportunity to show their school spirit every day with our new Spirit debit card. We've designed a unique card for every Calhoun County school that includes the school's logo. So every time you use the card, you're showing your school spirit. Come in and get your school spirit debit card today. We've got spirit at FNN Bank. Service, solutions, and strength. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Step into the offices of J. Britt Middlebrook, CPA, where you'll find professional one-on-one service for business and individual clients. In this ever-changing tax and economic climate, you can count on receiving the expert advice you need. J. Britt Middlebrook works hard to provide every client what they need to meet all deadlines. Tax season will be here soon. For all your accounting service needs, call or stop by at 1913 Berry Street in Oxford. That's J. Britt Middlebrook, CPA.
Griffin Laser Engraving in Lincoln is your authorized local dealer for personalized Yeti products. Get your Yeti customized for your team, a business, or a special event. Your color, graphics, even photos. At Griffin Laser Engraving, we make it the way you want it. Order just one or hundreds, and you'll find the full line of Yeti coolers and accessories on hand, even the hard-to-find items. Nationally recognized, but right here at home in Lincoln for quality awards, trophies, powder coating, and personalized Yeti items, Griffin Laser Engraving.
Gotta have a ring first. Remember, she has to say yes to the ring before she says yes to the dress. Riverside just makes it better.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is the home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99, then bring it for free refills throughout the year. And save every day with your Grub Mart Super Saver card. When you're on the go, it's good to know Grub Mart has everything you need. Gas, diesel, and delicious Oleo donuts. In business over 78 years, visit your local Grub Mart today.
Gotta have a ring first. Remember, she has to say yes to the ring before she says yes to the dress. Riverside just makes it better.
Action on the air on FNN. It's the spring game between Lincoln and Etowah as we get ready for the second half action. Etowah leading at the break 7-0. And Coach, you talked about it just a little bit. It's really I don't know if it's a surprise, but Lincoln able to hold these Blue Devils and really the Blue Devils not making a whole lot of noise.
Absolutely. I mean, Lincoln's defense has done a phenomenal job. I mean, to go 2-8 last year, they've risen to the occasion. I mean, you're talking about the semifinals runner-up, and in part. So, it hadn't been bad for him. Like I said, a few missed opportunities, but those are things that you clean up during the summer and, get ready for the fall. Got 2 months during the summer, 8 weeks.
As we get set for second half action, we expect to see the JV on the field. We'll go through the personnel as best we can. And as producer alluded to, I guess in a way of an apology, if we miss some names, we apologize. But we're about ready to get the second half underway. And it looks like Etowah will be on offense as they finalize their plans, huddled up on the sideline. Taking a little extra time over there. And here they come.
Looks like they got Mr. Freeman at quarterback.
It does look like that's what I was just looking at, the roster, and Briggs Freeman is in at the quarterback spot. So he'll take the snap and the give, and basically just right up the middle, driving forward for about 6, maybe 7 yards. Nice carry on the play. Let's try to get the number for the running back. And we've got an injured player on the field. One of the linemen slow to get up, and he'll require some attention. While they're going to help him up now. Got his bell rung. He's a little gimpy as he heads to the sideline, but looks like he's going to be okay. And it's going to be second down and short, 2nd and 1, as a matter of fact, for the Etowah Blue Devils. Nice pickup on first down. Let's see what they do here. Man coming in motion. He comes set. There's the snap and the fake. Briggs Freeman has it, spins away from one tackler, and he'll get the first down as he crosses the 40 to about the 42.
Jim said we may miss a few. I'm not sure if that's Briggs or if that's number 18. I believe that may be.
Is it 18?
Yeah, it may be Joel Hester.
It is 18. You're all right. Old eyes on a dark night.
Hey,
sorry about that.
You and me both.
So we make that correction, and Hester is at quarterback. Snap and the give, and trying to get away on the far side as he turns the corner. Nice run that time by the tailback. Mostella carries the ball for the Blue Devils. Play gains a couple of yards. Going to be 2nd down and 7 when the Blue Devils come to the line.
That's a funny thing because you're going to see a lot of high snaps.
Yeah.
But hey, they enjoying it. They, and I love it.
This is what they're out there for. We got movement along the line by the Golden Bears. I don't think he was drawn off. Yeah, they're going to call it against Lincoln.
Well, actually, they got the quarterback on. The coaches on the field. I've never seen that, but I guess that's something they agreed to in the beginning.
Well, perhaps you're right. I did not notice that. So that's a good point.
And if you got a really high snap, they're going to have to bail out because the football is live.
Yeah, the coach can't become the quarterback. Nice run on the play by the Blue Devils. First down as the ball is moved all the way to the 42-yard line in Lincoln territory. Etowah up 7-0 in this spring contest.
I used to tell my guys I had to get used to taking my whistle off because I go to sideline. I said, I'm so used to blowing the whistle in practice to where I have to put it up. I can't accidentally blow it on the sideline.
Yeah, that could be bad.
Get a little superstitious, though, and you want to keep it on you.
Hester carries the ball, makes a nice run. He's hitting hard and spins away, and he'll fall forward to about the 33. Close to first down yardage. Second down at a yard for the Blue Devils. As the junior varsity on the field for both teams in this second half in springtime action. Hester, your quarterback. Mostelli running back. And Hester with a nice throw and losing his footing and then being brought down across the way. I believe that's number 6 for Graham is the receiver.
Right, he tried to stick his foot in the ground and it kind of slid out from underneath him. He went down, and one thing about the young guys, they want to make a tackle so bad, the defense kept coming.
Yeah. They no mercy, that's for sure.
That's right. Hey, I'm trying to get on that film, get a highlight.
3rd and 4 for the Blue Devils. Hester waits for the snap. And he'll hand it off. Nice run, spinning away from one tackle across the 30-yard line. That's Mostella. Nice run.
I don't think they would have been punting anyway.
No. First down and 10 for Etowah at the 29-yard line in Lincoln territory. I'll have to say it's a little bit odd seeing the coach out there at this level.
Absolutely. That's the first time I've ever seen that done in high school. Yeah, because normally you.
Hester with a pass right down the middle of the field. It's complete, and it's a touchdown for Etowah. Graham with the touchdown catch.
No, beautiful throw, man. He sat back there, and my coach used to say he act like he knew what he was doing. Great throw right there. Good pause, sit there. Nice catch and throw. Great touch.
And that's the way you draw it up.
Absolutely. The young boys got a highlight now.
So with that touchdown, Etowah goes up 13-0. And looks like they're going to go for 2 here. A little bit of confusion.
Yeah, they've been a little bit generous to him because, like I said, it's the first time I've seen that in high school. So normally they won't let the coaches be, unless the coaches had a gentleman's agreement before the game.
And that could be, and I would imagine that's exactly what the case is. But it's like you said, I've never seen it either. Of course, you're much closer to the game than I. They will try the extra point, traditional extra point, and the kick is up, and it's good. 7:19 to go in the third quarter. Etowah 14, Lincoln nothing. More high school football coming up on FNN.
In Alabama, school spirit is in the air on Friday nights. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're giving our customers the opportunity to show their school spirit every day with our new Spirit debit card. We've designed a unique card for every Calhoun County school that includes the school's logo. So every time you use the card, you're showing your school spirit. Come in and get your school spirit debit card today. We've got spirit at FNN Bank. Service, solutions, and strength. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back at Lincoln High School, Allen Third and Coach Eddie Bullock bringing you action as the Lincoln Golden Bears host the Etowah Blue Devils in spring football action here in 2021. As we get a good look at what's to come later this fall.
Absolutely. Now, see, Lincoln has their coaches out there on the field as well. So
a nice run that time by the Bears on the carry. Well, I'm trying to find the number. Number 42 was the ball carrier that time, and a great run, bringing it to the near side, and a lot of grain in front of him. He's brought down at about the 43-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10.
Right, Brandon Estelle. He's a sophomore.
So 1st and 10 for the Bears, and now we've got movement. And Lincoln guilty of a false start. That'll back them up. Under center this time, and there's the handoff. No running room whatsoever. The middle was stacked up, and just a brick wall there for the running back. So it will be 2nd down at about 13. Coaches out there doing what they do, coaching them up. And there's the fake and the carry around the far side, making it the corner at the 50, across the 45 and out of bounds across the way. Flag comes flying in, but a nice run that time.
Well, I think you got a holding. I know you got a holding on the outside receiver. You got to give him an A for effort, though.
Ushery with the offense that time for the Golden Bears, but they'll bring it back on the penalty. Second down and about 20.
Coach, you go old school. You come back and run the same play to the opposite side.
Ushery waiting for the snap. He wants to throw this time. He rolls. Now he's going to be just scrambling, trying to get away. Wrapped up and brought down. Nice job by the Blue Devil defense. Just giving me no place to go. So that'll back him up even further. Going to be 3rd down and very long. I have to make the 47-yard line in Etowah territory to get the 1st down. Ball's marked at the Lincoln 29. Clock rolling, 4:54 to go. And pass is complete. A little screen pass dumped out there on the far side, and it goes for a couple of 3 yards, but just not a lot of running room. The Etowah Blue Devils were there as the pass was complete to Jalen Turner.
Yes, he did a little jump pass there. He was determined not to get sacked, so he kind of jumped over the defender and threw it to the side.
I don't want it. You take it. As the coaches get the offense set, the Bears will kick it away on 4th down. And the kick hits at about the 36 and goes out of bounds across the way at about the 33-yard line. And that's where Etowah will take over. Tonight's game presented in part by Talladega County Revenue Commissioner Cindy Pennington. Cindy is proud to support all the county schools and teams. Congratulations to the senior class of 2021 from your Talladega County Revenue Commissioner, Cindy Pennington. First and 10 for Etowah. Ball at their own 33-yard line. Blue Devils lead 14-0. A touchdown in the first quarter and one here in the third quarter. The Blue Devils on the move again. Nice handoff, nice run, right up the gut. And still fighting forward. Looks like it's going to be a first down, Coach.
Absolutely. That's the scrum play that we talked about. You know, he got stopped about 3 yards short. Offensive line pushed him forward another 4.
You know, that's a good description of that play, the scrum play. I'll tell you what, those guys playing rugby,
right?
They get rough.
Right. That was not one of Grady and my favorite plays because, you know, I'm a defensive coach, so I think it penalized the defense. You know, the offense can push the runner forward, but we can't push him back and get credit.
Wasn't that outlawed for a while?
Absolutely, it was.
Pass complete to the near side and immediately brought down. And trying to get the number on the reception. Number 39 for the Blue Devils. That's going to be Landon Willoughby.
Yeah, it was outlawed for a while. You couldn't aid the runner, but, you know, he came back into play. But if the defense has stopped them, they call it, you know, and push them back, they put the ball at the spot of forward progress.
Right. So you're right. It is a penalty kind of
penalizes the defense, you know. And I'm telling them, hey, wrap them up, drive them back 10 yards. Yeah. But you know, wherever you wrap them up at, they're gonna give them forward progress right there. So as we taking them back, we try to rip the ball to force a turnover.
Loss on the play. Golden Bears able to get the defense around the runner and put them back at the original line of scrimmage. Third down and 10 for the Blue Devils. Clock winding down here in the third quarter. And now we've got a stoppage. There's a flag. Delay of game. That backs them up 5 yards. Third down and long.
So you're probably going to see a pass play right here, maybe a seam route.
Got some pressure, does the quarterback. Now we've got a flag, and going down is Hester. We'll see what the flag is about.
They say you got a lot of laundry on the ground.
There's a bunch of it out there. Holding is declined. They'll take the play, and it's going to bring up fourth down and about 15. So the mistakes that you saw in the first quarter, first few minutes of the game now kind of exaggerated here as the JV comes in. Not that they're not playing well, but just the jitters come more into play as they're on the field for the first time in a while.
Right. It multiplies because you're talking about a younger group that's, you know, not as skilled as the older group. And, you know, most of the time, you know, you see the older group making mistakes. You're probably going to see it multiplied by the younger group.
A nice punt on fourth down. Ball will be at the 30-yard line in Lincoln territory as they take possession with 1:14 to go in the third quarter. Golden Bears coming from the sideline. They'll hit the offensive line. Brian Nussery, your quarterback. That was almost a surprise snap, but Nussery will take it and just move the ball forward as far as he can. He'll pick up 2 or 3. Actually, give him 4.
Well, and you got both of your young quarterbacks wearing number 18.
I think it was planned. Second down at about 6. There's a snap. Usry with the give. And no running room. I thought a fast start that time by the running back.
Absolutely. He's getting up in that hole pretty quick.
Just the hole closed up and no gain on the play. Estelle the carrier that time. And that's the end of quarter number 3. After 3 periods of play, your score, Etowah 14, Lincoln nothing. Fourth quarter action coming up, spring football, right here on FNN.
Blue Mountain Pallet and Wood Recycling is a locally owned business and has been serving Northeast Alabama since 1997. We provide a variety of wood products at reasonable prices. We support our churches, schools, and law enforcement. Ronald Reagan once said, entrepreneurs and their small enterprises are responsible for almost all the economic growth in the United States. Blue Mountain Pallet, 3614 Old Birmingham Highway. Come see us.
Step into the offices of J. Britt Middlebrook, CPA, where you'll find professional one-on-one service for business and individual clients. In this ever-changing tax and economic climate, you can count on receiving the expert advice you need. J. Britt Middlebrook works hard to provide every client what they need to meet all deadlines. Tax season will be here soon. For all your accounting service needs, call or stop by at 1913 Berry Street in Oxford. That's J. Britt Middlebrook, CPA.
Start of the fourth quarter, Lincoln High School. The Golden Bears with 3rd and 5. Pass complete to about the 40. It's going to be close to first down yardage, Coach.
That's a great pass right there. Great throw by the quarterback. He sat in the pocket and a big target right there he hit.
Usry with the completion. That gives the Golden Bears another set of downs. 1st and 10 from their own 40.
Right, hit up Caleb O'Neal on a quick out. Look, kid look very tall, that receiver there, a sophomore.
1st and 10. Under center this time is Usry. He'll have the quick handoff across the 40, 45. At midfield, breaking tackles and bowling his way across the 30 in Etowah territory down to about the 21-yard line. Estelle with a big run.
Absolutely, a great run right there. Kind of got in the alley when old school there. They got twins closed with I formation and just run a lead and give it to them.
Nice strong run as we watch the replay. Just that's exciting. 1st and 10 for the Golden Bears at the 20-yard line in Etowah territory.
Back in the spread formation now.
Usry with the handoff once again and getting into the end zone for the Lincoln Golden Bears. On the carry is Jalen Turner.
Excellent run right there. A little inside zone right there. Kind of stuck his foot in the ground and he turned it up right in there off the tackle.
Talk about hit the ground running. He was almost at full speed on step number 1, and he just got faster as he got closer to the end zone. So Lincoln on the board. They'll try to tack on the point after. Nick Monroe with the kicking duties. And he splits the uprights. 14-7 your score. Etowah over Lincoln. We'll be back with more Spring High School football right here on FNN.
Gotta have a ring first. Remember, she has to say yes to the ring before she says yes to the dress. Riverside just makes it better.
Back at Lincoln High School, Allen Third and Coach Eddie Bullock bringing you the action. Springtime football at Lincoln High School as the Golden Bears take on the Etowah Blue Devils. Lincoln having just scored. They trail Etowah 14-7 as we move on through the fourth quarter.
Well, when you see the goal numbers going, you know you really got the babies in there.
And there's a snap. Trying to make something out of nothing. Nice job by the quarterback as he's able to move the ball forward. He had some company there at the backfield, Coach, but he got away from it.
Absolutely. He, those little guys be scrambling around, so they trying to tell the coach, look what you got coming up in a year or two.
Hester at the helm for the Blue Devils. He'll bring Etowah to the line. Wide out either side. 4 seconds on the play clock. And they get the snap away and the handoff. And losing his balance, he got kind of tripped up and thought he was going to maintain his balance, but got a little bit top heavy. He stumbled his way out for a few yards. On the carry is number 36. That's Kason Nelms.
Well, the young guys are great. The weak side linebacker blitz, and he ran right by him and then missed the tackle, and then the running back tripped up on the line. So it's just great to see those young guys get in there because they had a weak side blitz, and he ran right by the ball carry.
Third down at about 4. There's a snap. Hester with a quick pass. It's complete at the 40-yard line. 45, making a cut and going out of bounds in Lincoln territory. Hendricks on the reception. Big offensive lineman-looking player out there with a nice run after the catch.
Absolutely, big kid.
Ball at the 49-yard line in Lincoln territory. Blue Devils on the move again. They lead 14-7. Hester with the snap, and he'll give the ball. Nice run outside. A nice, strong hit. Not afraid to lower his head and get a few extra yards. Good job on the carry.
Well, one thing about the young guys, they'd be so excited to get out there. You're gonna see some. Once they get the football, you're gonna see some explosion, and then defensively, you're gonna see some guys that don't mind the hit because that's what they want to do. They want to get out there. Some of my younger guys were some of the most exciting guys to watch play because they couldn't wait to get out there and they wanted to show you that they belong out there.
Chomping at the bit. Nelms has done a good job so far here in this second half. First down and 10. Now we've got a stoppage in play. Won't see a flag. But nonetheless, there was one. First down and 15 after the penalty. And a pass down the field. Man, almost got it. The pass was intended out here. Number 11. Checking notes, number 31.
Absolutely. It was a good pass. He looked like he didn't lay out for it. I mean, it came right off his fingertips.
Griggs, the intended receiver. Hester just a little too strong on the throw. Griggs wide out again to the near side. There's a snap. Handoff this time, right up the middle, breaking a tackle and making a cut at the 35, down the far sideline, spinning inside, and still moving. Finally brought down at about the 16-yard line. What a run that time by Nelms.
The young guy's excited, man. He comes in and he cuts it back. They say he took the handoff like a loaf of bread. Great run, though. Great run by the youngster.
Got to protect the ball, but a nice job that time by Nelms. Gets them a big first down. They'll mark it at the 17 in Lincoln territory.
And those are things like, again, you work on during the summer and, coming into the fall, taking the handoff correctly and things like that,
Trying to look at the end zone. Pass intended once again for Griggs. But it's incomplete. Second down. I think the coaches have gotten a good look tonight, not just at the varsity players. Got some building blocks to work with, but also to see what they have in the underclassmen. And, of course, that's what the spring game is all about. A lot of folks think the spring game may be a waste of time, but it's not really.
No, it's definitely, by no stretch of the imagination is it a waste. You look forward to it, because like I said, it gives you an opportunity to see what you got, what your young guys going to do. And, that's what you want. Exactly what you want.
Bothwell on the end around. He makes his way down inside the 5-yard line. The ball pops loose, but Blue Devils will maintain possession.
Yeah, that's a little jet sweep to the receiver right there. And actually, you got a little block in the back that they might have missed. But great run by the young fellow.
First and goal, ball spotted at the 4-yard line.
Now, when I had younger guys like this, I would tend to come back and run it back to the wide side again like that, because those big guys, you're going to put skill guys against skill guys. And the big guys tend not to want to move that far.
Actually, it's a look into the end zone once again, and pass is incomplete. Maybe a little bit too much zip on that one.
Right, it's a little quick slant right there. He raised up and good tight ball, though. Good tight spot. Yeah, he hit him right where he's supposed to. Great throw by the young fellow. Mr. Hester.
There's a snap and trying the far side. Looks like he's going to get in the end zone, and he does. Nelms once again on the carry. Touchdown for the Blue Devils.
Well, you got a flag that may come back. You may have a hole.
We'll check and see what that flag is for. It is going to be against Etowah, so that will come back.
You got a hole on the receiver out wide, so.
Didn't hold him very long.
Not long. He didn't mean to. Well, you come back and you run it back wide again to the right now.
Second and goal for the Blue Devils, this time at about the 11. And forward for a few yards. Not a lot doing there, but Blue Devils trying to make up some of that yardage.
Well, they got 2 downs to punch it in the end zone right there.
Third down, and so you basically got 2 tries to make 9 yards. Punch it in. There's the give once again on the sweep. Cutting it up inside. It's a near hash. Getting back to about the 4-yard line. And on the carry was Bothwell.
Well, you may see him fake the jet, and the quarterback may keep it because the safety and the cornerback didn't stay at home last time. So you may see it. You may see it go back to the left side and fake it, and the quarterback keep it off the right side. From what I saw from the last play, one play Bill's on the other. So
coach is directing traffic down there. Just 4 seconds left on the play clock.
They're
going to try a field goal. But they will call delay of game. I wondered if they were going to make that call because the clock had run out. Play clock had several seconds ago. So the field goal attempt will come from the 16-yard line, 26-yard attempt for the Blue Devils. There's a snap. Kick in the air. And it's no good. 3:42 to go in the game. Etowah 14, Lincoln 7. More high school football coming up on FNN.
At iCare Alabama, our goal is to meet the needs of every patient. Dr. Dwayne Mohan and Dr. Ryan Price always strive for excellent outcomes. We want each patient to get the best vision and medical care possible. At iCare Alabama, we utilize all the latest technological advances to ensure that you receive the best quality eye care. So call for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Piedmont, Heflin, Roanoke, or Etowah and see the difference. Most insurance is accepted. iCare Alabama. Efficient, effective eye care close to home.
Back at Lincoln High School's Keith Howard Memorial Stadium. And the Golden Bears have it 1st and 10 after holding Etowah. Nice run coming out to the near side and breaking tackles along the way. Strong run by number 9 there. Let me get that number right, get that name right. Elijah Carter with a great run for the Golden Bears. A 9th grader. Lincoln with another first down. Ball at the 34. The handoff this time. Number 12, the ball carrier, breaks a tackle, and he'll fall forward for a few yards. That's Alex Trest.
Well, they actually hit him in the backfield and, didn't wrap up, so.
That's where you see the legs, so you keep those moving, and it pays off sometimes.
Absolutely.
2nd down and 6. Snap and the give. Making the corner, breaking a tackle, and getting into the open across midfield. Nice job on the run. Trest on the carry once again for Lincoln.
Got a little kick out block there, little kick out play they ran to the outside.
Bears have found something they like. We'll see what they do here. First and 10 for the Golden Bears right at the midfield stripe.
Back in our formation, run the lead.
Nothing doing this time as we've got another quarterback in the game, Mason Hill, number 14. Just under 2 minutes left in the game with Golden Bears with the ball trying to get another score on the board. Second down and 10. There's a snap and the fake. And a burst right up the middle. Hill on the carry. Third down at about 5. Lincoln with the timeout. 14-7 your score. Etowah on top. More football coming up right here on FNN.
At iCare Alabama, our goal is to meet the needs of every patient. Dr. Dwayne Mohan and Dr. Ryan Price always strive for excellent outcomes. We want each patient to get the best vision and medical care possible. At iCare Alabama, we utilize all the latest technological advances to ensure that you receive the best quality eye care. So call for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Piedmont, Heflin.
Back at Lincoln High School as the Golden Bears come out of the timeout. Third down and about 5 at the Etowah 45-yard line. There's a snap and the fake and getting the first down and then some. Coach, I don't know if that's Weed on the carry. We've got the JV, the 9th graders, and I don't know if he's a 9th grader or not.
Yeah, his quarterback, he kept it. I want to say
that is going to be Weed. At any rate, first down and 10. There's a snap and the handoff this time. From getting out of trouble and getting across the 30-yard line, stiff arm, and finally going out of bounds. And that is going to be Elijah Carter on the carry, a 9th grader in there. Quarterback is Monty Weed. I do see that he doesn't have the yellow numbers on his jersey.
Okay.
Second down and 7.
Look pretty quick there.
Timeout called by the Blue Devils. We'll take it with them. 56 seconds left to go in the game. 14-7, Etowah with the lead. High school football right here on FNN.
At iCare Alabama, our goal is to meet the needs of every patient. Dr. Dwayne Mohan and Dr. Ryan Price always strive for excellent outcomes. We want each patient to get the best vision and medical care possible. At iCare Alabama, we utilize all the latest technological advances to ensure that you receive the best quality eye care. So call for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Piedmont, Heflin, Roanoke, or Etowah and see the difference. Most insurance is accepted. iCare Alabama. Efficient, effective eye care close to home.
Welcome back to Lincoln High School as the clock winds down here in the 4th quarter. Lincoln has it second and about 7. We back to pass. Got a man down at the 5-yard line, and it's knocked away. Good defense that time by the Blue Devils, and the ball tipped away at the last minute. Falls incomplete.
Right, it's a great throw there right there. I think it hit him in his hands. He might have, should have. He got away from the pressure, and he stayed in there, and he kind of threw it up right there. And
yeah, just Well, the ball was actually in his hands.
Yeah,
Just couldn't control it.
Yeah, it was in his hands.
Now Weed with the ball as he breaks free. He's down at about the 15-yard line. 38 seconds left to go in the game, and Weed got him in position to score.
But they got one timeout. They run the clock. They hadn't called timeout, so they may be trying to save it. I think after this play right here, if it's not a pass, you're probably going to see a timeout.
Weed with the pass into the end zone. And it's a touchdown for the Lincoln Golden Bears. Lincoln able to get into the end zone just before the clock runs out. 21 seconds left in the game right now, but a nice catch. Great concentration out there by Caleb O'Neal as he's able to reel it in, and the Bears within 1 point. They'll try to tie it up here with the PAT.
Yeah, it's a great throw, great catch.
And it's good. We're all tied up at 14 with 21.2 seconds left to go in the ball game. Football action in the springtime on FNN.
At iCare Alabama, our goal is to meet the needs of every patient. Dr. Dwayne Mohan and Dr. Ryan Price always strive for excellent outcomes. We want each patient to get the best vision and medical care possible. At iCare Alabama, we utilize all the latest technological advances to ensure that you receive the best quality eye care. So call for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Piedmont, Heflin, Roanoke, or Etowah and see the difference. Most insurance is accepted. iCare Alabama. Efficient, effective eye care close to home.
And we are back at Keith Howard Memorial Stadium on the campus of Lincoln High School as we've got a tie ball game with time just about running out in 21.2 seconds left to go in the game. Springtime football. It's been exciting here in the second half. We've noted some mistakes, but these underclassmen are really getting after it.
Absolutely, and it's a good thing again for the young kids to get out there and be able to kind of showcase, what they can do as well. The main thing Lincoln is going to try to do right here is preserve this tie, so they can have something. I was telling Jim earlier, they can go back in the locker room and have something positive, to talk with their, with the players.
Quick pass out on the far side that time. Picks up about 2 yards. Not a lot of yardage on that play. He's second down at 8 with 12 seconds left to go in the game. Timeout on the field. Another play or two in this contest, but it's been a good ball game for both teams tonight.
Absolutely, and they got the safeties back. They got them back 40 yards.
And there's a short pass. It's going to be incomplete. 6 seconds left to go in the ball game. Barring a miracle, we'll end the game tied at 14. But as we said, the biggest part of this is both coaches can see a little glimpse of what they're going to have this fall, and be able to stack up the players, know who's going to start, who's going to be a second team, and see what kind of depth chart you have. And another quick pass, and It's fumbled. Lincoln will recover it as time expires.
But it almost was a disaster there, because if he scooped it and scored.
That would have been the way to end the game if you're a Lincoln Golden Bear.
Absolutely. Yeah, Etowah receiver grabbed him by his ankle, saving a touchdown.
So spring football on FNN, the Lincoln Golden Bears and the Etowah Blue Devils fight to a draw, and look forward to high school football this fall as we kind of get back to normal. Hopefully the COVID thing will all but go away, and we'll be back to normal, and everybody can come to the game that wants to, and we'll just have a good time.
Absolutely. It'd be nice to get back to the way it used to be. Just COVID set in and just kind of changed lives and changed the way we do things, and just nobody expected it, but it's a good thing to see football getting back to the way it used to be. Seeing them being able to get out and shake hands and do things like that.
And that is a good sight. You are correct. Well, we thank you for tuning in tonight here on FNN for spring football. Once again, Etowah and Lincoln in the game tied at 14. FNN has all your high school sports. For my broadcast partner, Coach Eddie Bullock, I'm Alan Third saying so long from Lincoln High School. Look forward to seeing you again on FNN.